Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a review of episode 2 cover of Don't Touch Kotesashi-san. Am I saying that right here? Yeah, please, wait, Don't Touch Kotesashi-san. Okay, now, for those of you who familiar with sports animes, this is another sports anime for you guys. Think about it, we all love sports animes. We learn a lot from watching sports animes, from soccer, baseball, jogging, horse racing. The list goes on and on when we talk about sports animes. But there's always that little thing when we talk about is sports doctors. We don't really cover a lot of sports doctors in anime because the idea of sports animes is just covering sports. You're covering sports animes with characters getting the development and the rivalries. We see that from time to time. And the development of them shows us that every match that they give us in the sports anime is always 4 to 5 stars. This right here is a 12-minute anime that I covered last week because for a 12-minute anime, which giving us a lot of things about becoming a sports doctor, it makes you want to become a sports doctor because when you got hands techniques to loosen a player, they can be so much stronger and flexible than ever. And speaking of flexible, we got it. So the whole thing about this was, yes, it's a 12-minute show. It's easy to understand a 12-minute episode. Don't take my word for it. Just watch Plus Size Elf. Plus Size Elf is a perfect example because, it's 12 minutes, but you can damn well learn from it. You can damn well learn from this show too. And you can learn from this because this is a show about an MC guy. This is a show about our beloved MC who wants to become a sports doctor. You know how sports doctors see the athletes and see how their knee is, how their back, how their neck, how they feel. So he goes to this dorm where these 5 athletic girls come in. One who play basketball, one who play volleyball, swimming, ping pong, and soccer. And for every technique that comes in, especially when you play a sport, it hurts. And for our MC to use his chakra network of hands to put pressure points on them, the whole premise of it is just stretching their bodies out. And boy, we got a lot of stretching. Now, last week we covered Aroma, the blonde hair who played basketball. She'd probably be better than anybody from Coconut Basket, but that's a different topic in another way. Now we're gonna focus on the other girl who had a little back thing going on, and she plays soccer. Abba. So without further ado, let's get right to the episode 2 review of this show. So let me start off with Kotesashi. One thing I love about Kotesashi is this. And I'm gonna put this in the genre with this show. Yes, it's a sports anime. Yes, it's ecchi. Who the frick cares? If there's one thing I've learned, it's fan service. Okay, so the frick what? Seriously, how many anime shows you watch I got fan service and you still watch the show anyway? Fan service saves anime. Hello? There's a lot of anime there's a lot of anime shows that even got fan service, but we still watch it. Look at Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail got fan service. Did it stop us? No. Bleach got fan service. Did it stop us watching Bleach? No. You can name any anime you want. We're going to get fan service regardless. Then the reason I brought up the harem thing, because the genre is a harem, but I'm looking at this guy and he does not give a rat's ass about a harem. Like, Issei from High School DxD, perfect example. This guy wouldn't become a harem king, even though Rentaru is the GOAT of harems. He got 35 girlfriends. But Issei wants to become the harem king. This guy is just your regular, typical boy who wants to become a sports doctor, get a scholarship in it, living in a dorm with 5 girls, does not give crap. Does not even care. So we got to see him pulling his work up and now becoming not only a sports doctor, but become a dormitory speaker, like the head dorm, just make sure everyone's fine, perfectly, eating well, make sure they got to train their diets, working them out. Okay, simple. And like all rom-coms, it's a rom-com as well. It is, guys. When it comes to rom-coms, harems, and etc., you're going to lead the misunderstandings. And I ain't surprised by this. So the first misunderstanding was him putting up clothes up and he grabbed some pink panties, kind of freaking people out. Okay, it kind of freaked people out that it leaves it leaves Sumiyoshi, the swimmer, being all shy, like, I ain't gonna lie. I'm waiting for an episode of her because I want to see how she is. I actually want to see her. I'm not even kidding. Very shy, like guy, Sumi vibe. I mean, look, I'm telling you right now. When we get an episode of her, I'm wearing my Rent the Girlfriend shirt in honor of her because she's Sumi, and she's a Sumi. We all love Sumis. Anyway, that was that. And then another accident occurred when him cleaning up everyone's room ended up trying to clean Chio's room, the pink hair who plays ping pong, and then he falls on top of her in an awkward position, just like he did in the first episode when he fell on Hangu, the volleyball girl, the tall volleyball girl on her boobs. So it's the same thing, accident. But Chio, she did it on purpose. She did it on purpose. Not to mention, every harem girl gonna have a messy room. I mean, we're not surprised. I ain't surprised. I mean, her room being so messy reminds me of the girl from Aoi from Tying a Knot with the Amigami sister. Remember the oldest sister from that? Tai? I think it's Tai-chan. Yeah, Tai. The oldest sister from Tying a Knot with the Amigami sister. She's a painter, but her room is a mess type. That's exactly what Chio's. Chio's room is mad messy. For a girl who just played ping pong and just having a room messy that. But again, it's one of those misunderstandings where the common girl walks into another room and see a guy on top of her. Very, very misunderstanding. Like, it's very common in the anime world what that happens. So they all want to kick. She can't stand him. I mean, I get it. That's how Tsundere's works. Tsundere's can't stand the MC. And Aroma just wanted to get rid of her. I mean, want to get rid of him too. Like, but I was just toying with them. Just like, it's not his fault. Everyone's just misunderstandings. This is all just one big understanding. Everything was just planned out from the start. Everything was planned out. Like, for example, her Aroma's pink panties that he had, she left it in the washer by mistake. And falling on Chio did it on purpose. The way how she was in position for it. So it's like, Alba is just... Look, if I had to put the soccer player in this, Alba, I will put her maybe 2 or 3. I don't know. I gotta wait for Honda to make her debut of her. I can get her episode, but I'm gonna wing it until this happens. But Alba ain't playing. Okay, so Alba wants to return the favor by having the MC give her a back massage. Now remember, she plays soccer. She plays soccer, guys. And when you think of soccer, you're thinking Blue Lock. And looking at her, I mean, she does have the Blue Lock eyes. I mean, she has black hair with blue eyes. She's probably locked in for a massage, if you know what I mean. Get it? Blue Lock. Yeah. So, and again, not surprised by the fan service. I mean, she shake off her shirt. We all going to expect that. And now she laid on her back. She laid on her bed, wanted to massage the chakra points on her back. And she got the spark of her life. The way how he did it. And it's just, how do I say this? Yes, the fan service shot was good. Seeing her getting turned on by her back. I mean, by him putting all that pressure points on her back. But I like Kotesashi giving us all these back problems, like pressure points into what keep your body function. That's what I like about this show. This 12-minute show. Yes, it's 12 minutes. It's short, but it also shows you, like, the way how he kind of like giving us that kind of method of how to massage the pressure points on the players and even your loved ones. How to get that pressure points into a point like, oh yeah, that's it. Got that tensified area in your body to feel like you feel alive. And the way he did it to Alba, it was just like every pressure point, it turned her on. She's like, oh, I got turned on to... And at first, the whole premise was for her to toy with him, but Kotesashi didn't even know about it. He was just like putting every pressure point to make sure her back is fine. And just walks away like nothing ever happened. But then Alba was like, I toy with you and you gonna do this to me? Okay, now I'll make sure you fall in love with me. Now the harems is set now. This is the declaration of war when it comes to the harem right now. This is a declaration of war. So far, Alma with her stretch abilities and Alma with her back problems. Props for them just giving us a lot of moments in those. I mean, yeah, the fan service shots were there, but we all knew we not surprised what we expect from that first episode up till now. Plus, the opening and the ending was great. I mean, it showed us all the five. It showed us these. It showed us the five, and then the ending they were running. Showed us a little montage of them running towards their dorm and seeing. Oh, and by the way, the opening did show us new characters, which, by the way, we're gonna see them with more fan service and more exercise and flexibility as it comes. But overall, though, this episode again, 10 out of 10 again, because again, we got not only fan service shots, which I'm pretty sure everyone has, but it wasn't about that because this was all about pressure points on your back. Leave it to Kotesashi to give us a few pointers on how to do back massages as well. But yeah. So thank you for watching my review of the show. I look forward for of this episode. I look forward for episode 3 of it, and let's see the new girl getting more chakra hand pressure points from Kotesashi himself. So stay tuned.